You're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's the Texans going up against the Bengals. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. And welcome again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Larry, he took a moment to highlight the tight ends that we're going to see in this one. I know in our production meeting we were talking about what we wanted to highlight pregame, and you said tight ends. Why did you say that?
Because it can be such a matchup issue for defenses nowadays, because these tight ends, they're oversized guys, but they can run as well. So who are you going to cover them with? If you use a traditional linebacker, they're usually going to run past those guys. If you're going to use a smaller corner, maybe they'll be too big. Can a safety match up and run with them and also use enough bulk to keep them from just having their way? So many ways that tight ends are used nowadays. They're fun to watch.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. For TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
And remember, he was a day-one starter his rookie year, and that was the year of the lockout, so he didn't even get the OTAs and minicamp that led into it. Led his team to the playoffs that year, led his team to the playoffs his first 5 years in the league before a 6-9-1 record in 2016.
They'll start out here with the option left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. A Bengal first down, Dalton hitting LaFell.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A play fake to Hill. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
You think about the great tandems that we've had this decade in the NFL. Think about Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Brady, and Gronk. But look, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green, they have to rank in there, don't they?
Yeah, and 2 guys that came from the same draft class.
A.J. Green in the 1st round, Andy Dalton in the 2nd round, and what they've meant to the Cincinnati Bengals franchise has been everything, a lot of playoff appearances.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. you're not you and you're hungry, Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And Dalton hands to Hill. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's LaFell for the Bengal touchdown. Brandon LaFell from 17 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former Pitt Panther, Tom Savage.
And Tom Savage is one of those guys that when you look at him, you see the potential that's there. You get a chance to watch him practice and see him throw the football. But he hasn't had many chances to play in games, and you just wonder if given a full shot, what exactly would it look like?
On 1st and 10, Savage. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. First down, Savage. He's got the hook up to Miller. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Second down. Here's Savage. It's complete. It's Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Savage wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing again is Savage. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. Both the Bengals and the Texans haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, Green's by himself here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 33-yard line. Continuing on the drive, Dalton's going to complete the pass, and he'd cap off the 8-play drive with a TD. Bengals is up now by 7. Now to late in the first half, Hopkins is wide open, able to make the grab, and he'll end up at the 25-yard line before being tackled. Texans would go on to kick a field goal. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Paul Brown Stadium for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Lamar Miller, and he's got room, and he's brought down. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
On first down, it's Savage. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Savage from the shotgun snap. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Fourth down, desperation time for Savage. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right at the 45. Second down following the run. They run it again with Hill. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. They find some open field here. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game, What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.